Hello all, Seriously's here. Merry Swishmas. Murray Swishmas, I suppose. Here we are at the Swishmas build base. It's, let's see, what's it called? O Tannenbaum in green. And you don't need any mods or hacks to do that. All you gotta do is change the name to this kind of bracket, all capitals. It does not work if you use lowercase, and I believe the only colors that work are green, blue, and red. There might be others, I don't know them. And then you put the base name in. I wonder if we need a space or not. And boom. It's a shame that you have to retype it every time, but there you go. Boom, green. It shows up as green. We're going to upload the base. I've put a landing pad in. Oh, actually, you know what? We should have waited on that because I've got some stuff still standing that I need to delete. I thought of something else to put into the tree, and that was gut rot flowers. So it's a little bit weird, so that's what I've been doing. I've been merging them in, and they are not yet grown, so you won't be able to really see them yet, but you see the little red flower in the middle there? That's going to grow and be red and bright and stick out quite a bit. And I'll show you what that looks like because I tested it out on my little test pole that I made over to the side that I built to test some stuff out with. So this was what I ended up having to do, and I'll show you the process that I started with. I started with the pipes, as I said I would. Same as before. I don't know where that came from. We can get rid of that. We don't need that wire. So I thought what I would do is put them just at the pipe like I had it. I didn't have all this stuff built up around. I started with just the pipe, and I did it like this. Merged them straight down on each edge of the pipe. I think I might have done 6 sides, or it was multiple sides anyway. And it works. It works just fine. The only issue is that it doesn't stick out far enough for a full-sized tree. Not for my liking. I wanted to see them, break the surface just a bit, look like the balls of the candelabra blooms were in the leaves, hanging in the leaves. I didn't want them to be floating out above it too much. So I think I've accomplished that. I think I could do it better. I think the spacing that I've worked on here, I could improve upon. So the way that I eventually got it was to replace the second pipe down with a cylinder, which is wider. And then on the outside of that, I placed a whole bunch of, I think I've run out of ferrite to really show the whole way, but I did the entire way around, all 8 sides, I guess, and then down the middle would be the 9, so a cube basically, and it just had the pipes down the middle, except for here, which was a cylinder. And then I went to tech. Yeah, I think I can do it in general. Is there no wiring here? Okay, no, I can't. We'll go to power. Ooh, what was that hissing at me? Did you hear that? I think it might be that horn-headed dog creature that hunts other animals. Yeah, aw. Looks like a strider was taken down. Oh well. They don't bother me, so I'm just going to hang out. Alright, wiring. We want to build us a Christmas tree of wires ahead of time. So I did put things down the middle of the tree. You can see, if I go here, you can see all of the connection points. There is a lot of them. And I can't get them out. You delete any of that stuff and the whole thing disappears, unfortunately. But here's how you set it up. So I did put the ones down the middle. I think if I get rid of this, no, I haven't done them here, but I could. So, put another one, boop, and then like this, something like that. And what doing this does is helps you find the center point. Doesn't matter if all of the outside ones are facing the same way or not, but seeing a little V shape tells you that the one in the middle is the middle piece. It doesn't even matter if they're all facing the same way. It might look crooked when you're looking at it. I know I complained about that last time, but upon doing my experimenting, I'm like, that's actually sort of helpful. An X pattern might also help as well, but then you're going to have 2 extra connection points to confuse stuff up. And this does get in the way for connections, though. So you might just want to do 2, put them all facing the same direction. But having a central point here is very helpful because up at the top of the tree, you do want to be able to merge stuff, probably, I did, facing straight up. And something about merging stuff to wires is, you'll notice here, all of these connector points are perpendicular to the pipe. These ones up here are perpendicular to the surface. You know, see they're standing up. The bottom of the circle is touching the surface of the cylinder, and here the bottom of the circle is touching the surface of the pipe. And by bottom, it is important to note that this lightning bolt faces down. I'm assuming lightning comes from the sky and hits the ground. Anyway, this is the bottom, I'm saying. Your items will merge upwards from that. So, as you can see here, this is what it will look like when they're grown. This was my test sample over here. What a Phaceum plant, a gut rot flower, will look like merged in with these lights. I think it's a very nice bright red. We're going to ignore what it is and suggest that it's Christmassy anyway. The color fits. I think it'll look great in the Christmas tree, which, because I'm using the candelabra blooms instead of pill lights, doesn't have the color variation I'm going for. So hopefully some red in there will spruce it up a bit. I didn't mean that pun, but it's a good one. That's a great one. Okay, so here's what we did. This is where the pipe was. I can put that back in just to demonstrate, just so we don't get too confused, because it doesn't need to be there, but why not have it in? Eventually you're going to have to take it out when you put the tree in, but we're not going to get that far. I showed you how to put the tree in after the pipes were gone last time. All right, decoration. Pipe, and it just snaps. That's why that one's easy to put back in. Okay. No. Build camera. All right, let's get back up here. Tech power. So, what I did was I went from the middle point, the very middle point of the top of the tree, and then I would bring this down on the four corners and on the edge. Now, because I've put all these snap points in, the edge is going to be a little bit hard to see, and I did it just inside the line, just right where the gray meets. And I'm using the little notch here to get the exact sort of, not exact, but close enough to center. I connected that like that. Which one did I decide was the corner piece? Yeah, it is this piece here, I think. That's what I went with anyway. I'm not sure why these are offset from these. It's very annoying, but that's what I went with. It doesn't have to be exactly straight. It's a Christmas tree. The Christmas tree itself isn't exactly straight. These don't have to be exactly perfect, and you're going to want to play with the spacing anyway, right? So then from there, actually let's do one on this side since I do have the outside column drawn on this one. From the middle point to, let's say, approximately there, and from the middle point to there. So then from there I went down on these ones to about halfway. I think it was a little bit past, and I used that line. Yeah, no, I went a bit further than halfway. I had a better, straighter line before. Anyway, doesn't matter. Actually, it does. So what I'm going to do, because this is hindsight practice here, I can give you the benefit of my wisdom. The Christmas tree comes out a little bit wider than I expected, so we could have moved these out to the very edge. But let's just connect our line and draw it further out even. So let's go all the way to the edge here, something like that. What does that angle look like? Well, that's a very straight angle. I like that a lot. So then what I would do is delete this cube, connect that line, and going on the straightaway, I would connect it even further out on the next square. That's a pretty straight line as well. Now, as you can see, if I want to continue another straight line, that's going to go past the edge of a square here. But I don't really want to do that. I can go like that, something like that, maybe. That would work. And then you do the same thing on the corners. You're going to get a lot of points here. These ones I had already gotten much further out. That's going to be annoying. So something like that maybe? How does that look? No, that's a much wider angle than the one on the other side. But you can play around. You can play around with that, and that's how I did it. Made all of those snap points. Let's put that way closer in. In my mind, I'm drawing an imaginary line between that corner and that corner to get my center point. Yeah, that's better. It's still a little bit wider, but I think the sideway connection is wider. Anyway, doesn't matter. I'm going to delete all this right now so I can upload this base again, and I think we're ready for the showcase. So for the rest, I'm going to go over, I'm going to quickly show you, go over more closely what we got. Let's see. Yeah, one more look. That'll be just fine. It's too late anyway. I've put them in and I've done a save, so they have to stay in, or they're going to stay in at least. Is there another snap point mobobber over here, or did I get that already? Excuse me, Walker. I'm trying to delete things from my base. Okay, I guess I got them both. I don't see any more. All right, that should be it. Okay, so let's take a look. We got the statues as toys put in. We've got some presents, all mostly red and green wrappers, but I've colored them with ribbons of various sorts. Oh yeah, this one did go on the ground. Maybe we can fix that. Let's try. Let's try and fix this one. It also, I'm not too keen on it flip-flopping back and forth depending on which way you look, but it could be seen to be that shiny wrapping paper that does that, that has that sort of depth to it, you know, with the sparkles. Anyway, if I hit delete, it'll just be the decal, right? Excellent. Oh, but I'm deleting the top ones for some reason. Oh well. Okay, let's get rid of all the decals that are hitting the ground. Yeah, they're hitting the ground on that side too. Alright, let's try again. Let's see what we can do here. It is the decal that I'm targeting. Okay. Okay, good. Let's go into decals. I went and spent a bunch of salvage data and got all the decals unlocked. Alright, let's rotate it this way. Let's make it bigger to fill the width. And let's move it up so it doesn't touch the ground. There we go. That's better. Is that centered? Close enough. I moved. Nuts. Alright, rotate, rotate. That's going to go on the ground, isn't it? Oh, that's interesting that it takes a lot longer to go on the ground. Alright, that's how we're going to move it. Yeah, that covers enough of the base color to give it a different look. Okay. This side is going to be tricky because the snow, let's see. Yeah, it's on an angle here. I think it's going to go on the ground no matter what. Maybe that's why I decided it didn't matter. Yeah, probably. That's probably why I decided that. Okay. What happens if I move it up like that much? And rotate it. Goes a little bit on the ground. I guess that's better than before. Can I rotate it at a very weird angle to get something like that going on? It's going to look a bit weird though. That'll do. I'm not going to color the inside because the tree is in the way and I can't get the camera in there. But because I can't get the camera in there, you're not going to see it from too many angles, so I'm not going to worry about it. Oh no, I backed out of the decal, so I have to resize it. Silly me. Let's do the rotate first. Thank you. Okay, move it up. That's enough of the width, I think. Go with that. Sure. Alright, let's get you on here and centered, or maybe not centered, but at least rotate it the right way. No, let's get you centered. Yeah. Okay. Close enough. There we go. That's how I got that one done. This one here, the ribbon is very similar. Just two of them facing the other direction. These ribbons here with the bow on that one, as you can see, is the decal right beside it, just mirrored on top of itself. This one over here is the round one. I just shrunk that down and put 4 of those in. That's the toxic one. If you get close, you can very easily see that it's the toxic one, but I thought it looked pretty cool like that. That one there is the Viking one for the ribbon. Actually, sorry, I'm saying ribbon. The bows, I'm talking about the bows. The ribbons are done with this piece here, this decal like that. As you can see, these ones are in white. If I wanted to do the sideways piece, I'd do something like this, and I'd place it like that, and then I would hit rotate, and this would cover the other half, so it would look like a stripe with an empty middle all the way along. But I just wanted the up and downs. I didn't want to go on the cross. I thought that looked very nice. We're going to go with that. Yeah, I was just using the gold of the pattern for this one's ribbon, and then the bow is going to be the green. Yeah, anyway, that's what we got going on down there. We're going to have those gut rot flowers. There is our star. Unfortunately, I can't change the color. Once it's in there, it is in there. I did pick the brightest yellow one for this warbling toxic plant there. But yeah, you can see I can only pick the tree no matter where I look. It's always the tree that's highlighted or nothing, basically. I can't change color here, and if I can, it's the tree. It doesn't matter how close I get, nothing else highlights. I can't change the color of any of these items. Even this flower up here, I can't highlight. It's always the tree. Oh well, I picked great colors, I think, for the flower. It's a nice yellow. I was going to try a more orange color for this. If I do it again, I'll try orange. The light fisher, nice yellow. That's what we got going on. That's what we got going on. So, Murray Swishmas, everyone. That's the build. We've got the landing pad here. It's a teeny bit buried in snow, but you can call the ship in. I've checked. You can land a ship. You can call it in. Oh, okay. Yeah, I thought the base computer had disappeared for a second. Upload base, and it looks great at night. I really like how the bright white light of the candelabra blooms light it up at night. And that's with the regular default green color of tree. I didn't have to color that with the snowy white-ish color to make it look like it's super snow covered. There is snowy tips on this, and the bright white lights really make that whiteness show up. It really looks snow covered. You can see at certain angles it's very green. I wanted to get some of that green tree feel. It is an evergreen tree. All right, so the next part of today, what we're going to do is open our presents. We're going to go up to the freighter and see what our frigate fleets have brought in, because I know they've been begging me to help. We've got a whole bunch of stuff for you. Yeah, look, they're all back. Then we're going to turn some of that stuff I bought into fuel and send them back out again. Go get me some more presents, my pretties. Did that not catch? Alright, let's try that again. Let's back up. Let me in. Please? There we go. Magic words. Alright. Do I have the room to call all of the frigate fleets in? Let's find out real quick. Do I have to do any sorting? Yeah, probably a little bit. Okay. Okay, you know what we're going to do then? We're going to make some fuel first, and then we're going to... Okay, that can be for sale. This I would like to store. And it came from right there, I think. That can go to the starship. For sale, for sale, for sale. Let's get rid of it real quick like. We're probably going to get some of that stuff back anyway, so I'm probably going to need that slot. Salty fingers, no, I'm not going to keep that. Oh, this is my regular inventory, that's why. Freighter. Cadmium. Pearls. Okay, that's good enough. Let's go quickly get rid of a couple stacks of that. Actually, how much room do I got in here? None. Yikes. Okay, let's put this away with the rest. Okay. Actually, I think chlorine is in the slot that I'm using for cytophosphate. What? No, that was a cytophosphate slot. Okay. Do I've got room in high capacity? I do not. Do I have room on the ship? I do. I do. Okay. Oh, no, I want to keep stuff off the freighter. Okay, good, I had room. I had room. That's good. I don't need 9 mordite. Okay. That's plenty of space, I think, to get started on the refining. I know I've got space on the freighter for that already. Got space in there. Nope. Oh, nuts. Didn't want to do that. Okay, well, you're going to go in storage. That's where those go. Okay. Freighter. I'm pretty sure I can call these straight from the freighter in the refiners on the freighter, but why bother when I can just move them there like that. Let's turn all of this into dihydrogen. Unfortunately, I guess fortunately, let's not complain that things are too fast. These are the exact right amount of time, 5 seconds, to not bother using multiple refiners to do it, because the amount of time it takes to go from one to the next is it's exactly too long. You can probably, if you're really good at it, get it to be better using 2 or 3 even refiners, but I find it's just easier to sit at one, wait the 5 seconds. Yeah. Although it's a lot more active, that's for sure. You're going to definitely be moving around quite a bit more this way. Sorry, that way than you are this way. It doesn't really matter where I put this stuff as long as I'm getting rid of these slots or condensing these slots. So the freighter's the best bet because it can store it up to 1,000. And we're going to be using it 200 at a time in slots that I think can carry 10 or 20 on the freighter. So yeah, it's going to be condensed better than it was as jelly, that's for sure. And we're also going to be getting rid of tritium slots at the same time. So win-win, we're doubling down on slots we're earning, and we're getting fuel that we need to send these back out again in the first place. So doing this first is sort of necessary because otherwise I just don't have the space to call those goodies in. See what our Christmas presents are. And I think I've got 3 more. Gosh, I bought a lot of dihydrogen jelly, quite a bit of it. I saw that I was running low on frigate fuel, and I just went crazy buying everything I could, everything that I had the space for. Didn't think that I was going to need to use that space to build stuff and, you know, make things. I forgot about that part of the game. Oh my gosh, I had 3 more after that one. How many more do I have in my inventory? How much can I can hold a lot on the freighter of dihydrogen, so I'm not too worried about that. How much tritium do I have, though? I don't need to make more dihydrogen than I have tritium. So let's take a peek. Let's see what we can condense this into as is. 2,000. Yeah, I already have more dihydrogen than I'm carrying tritium. So, yeah. Okay, I can stop making it. Let's just make some fuel. As much as we can. 13. That's not as much as I was hoping, to be honest. But it did earn us quite a few more slots. that's definitely enough to call some stuff in. We have enough room there. I can make more of that. Actually, I think I have a full stack of 1,000. Anything left in here? Nope. All right, let's call these guys in. See what we got. Okay, debrief. You were gone for 1,500 light years. Daggers. I think I needed one more dagger. Iridesite's nice. Let's call as much as we can in and sort it all out after. Debrief. That's a long one, 4,300. Lots of units. Magnetized ferrite. Just saw some iridesite. Chromatic metal. It's useless. I've got a ton of it. Regular indium. Good on. 3 storage augmentations. That's nice. Okay. Alright. What did you... That's a pretty decent sized one. Activated emerald. Called it. Superconductors. Did I see? That's nice. Those are valuable. Save us some radon, which I have tons of. Great. Oh, I had room to call all of them back in. That's good. Iridesite with like every mission. Ooh, thermic condensate. That's good. That's the sulfurine one, I think. All right, come around the corner to the cell place. Oh, I didn't get a single relic. Interesting. That's very interesting. I got more iridesite than I can hold, so let's try to maybe make something of it. Alright, let's put this in here for now, since it does go along with those things. This certainly does. As does this. Frigate modules. Am I missing any technology upgrades on this ship? On this save? Dagger. Yep, one more dagger needed. I need convergence cubes. That's the thing I'm missing. And one more Gek relic. Alright. I can sell all the rest. Indium, just double check. Yeah, and in the cargo, yep. Copper is doing pretty good. Emerald and cadmium. I need regular emerald and cadmium. These. Yep, okay, cool. Let's fuel. Yep, I can sell the rest. That's all for sale. There we go. Goodies received. Thank you, Santa Claus. Okay, sac venom. That's a good price for that. Corvax casings I don't need. Keep all those things. Yeah, I still haven't put those in at the base. We'll get to that. I don't really need 5 safe beacons anymore, but it's only I may as well keep them. I should definitely put them in storage. Daggers, activated, regular. I think that's it. Let's take a peek. Yeah, that looks really good. You know how I can get rid of some slots? Let's spend some of that fuel and send those guys right back out again. Let's see what we get. Potential expeditions. Excellent. Yeah. 3 long balanced missions is pretty good. That means I can definitely send... wait, let's go to the longest one first. Let's do the... that was the longest one by 1 whole minute. Okay. And let's send our lowest level ships first. So you can go with that one. And all the rest are A-class. Okay, so 1 support, 1 trade. 1 of each. I already got exploration, yes. Okay. Industrial combat. There we go. What do I have? 21 hours. Let's send one of these. Let's reduce it even more. 19 hours. There we go. I should be saving those for ones that are like 27 and 28 hours so I can get them down under 24 hours. That's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to reduce the other ones. I'll just deal with this being, I'm not working tomorrow. So I can get these at any time of the day. No big deal. This is the other 21 hours, so we send our lowest ship. 1 more support. Trade. Got exploration. Industrial combat. There we go. Also 550 tons of fuel. 14 hours. All right. Combat, exploration. Actually, wait. What is our other mission type? A 9-hour trade mission. Okay. Whoops. Nope, wrong one. All right. So support. What has our highest trade values, actually? It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. These trade ships are going to be enough for sure. I'll send that because it's got our lowest. These are tied. Everything is basically tied. We'll send that as our combat. There we go. That's our balanced one. And for trade, this 31 points alone should be 70. Yeah. There we go. We're 2 away. If we send one more ship, we're at 5 stars. But let's send all 5 ships, because why not get 9 hours of experience on 5 ships instead of just 2 ships or 3 ships? That's why. Launched. There we go, ships. Off and away. Bring home the bacon. Speaking of, we've got plenty of that now. Lots of cheddar. Let's see. I guess that's it for today. I guess that's it for Christmas. Let's hop back down to the home base. While we're here, we're in Isentam, but we're in the UAS section of Isentam. We're going to go back to our home in Isentam. Because we're pretty much done with the base. We don't need to do much more work here. I think I'm good. I might have missed a couple of Facium plants there in the tree. I'm going to see how it looks when they grow, and if there's any changes I need to make, I'll make them off camera. But I'm fairly happy with how it looks. I think it's great. It's super simple, super small. I'm not doing a big elaborate base like a lot of people are doing, and if this was a competition, I would definitely not expect to win, but I thought I would contribute, add something to the planet, something Christmas related, because that's the theme, and I think I pulled that off good enough for me at least. Hopefully other people enjoy it. Okay, back home. I wonder, did these grow back yet? No, they didn't grow back here yet, so yeah, they're not going to be grown on the planet. I looted these in order to be able to actually plant all of those bushes in the tree over there. All right, so save point made. Oh, wait, one more thing first. Let's get our freighter out of the sky in that system, so it's not blocking other players if I ever turn multiplayer on, which I don't usually do on this save, but this was a teeny bit of an exception. Multiplayer wasn't on, but we did do a multiplayer thing. Until next time, everybody, have yourself a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We'll be doing more videos, but obviously we're taking the weekend off like we usually do, and I will see you next week. Till then, everyone, have a good time.